In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you ideas in chemistry which can help you earn potentially billions of dollars, create billions of dollars of revenue for yourself, and in turn can give you a very good life. Now, this video is not about, going the slow way, but this video is about going the fast way. Now, let's accept one simple fact. Everything in this world is chemistry. Wherever you want to look at, you will see chemistry. And that's one of the reasons I'm such a big fan of chemistry. And I'm sure you are also a big fan of chemistry. But my question today is, how can you earn crores of dollars, not rupees? How can you earn billions of dollars in chemistry, and that too the fast way? Not the long way, but the shorter way, right? So, the world has moved on to fast food, right? So fast, everything we want fast, right? So why not drive on the fast lane and earn a lot of money in chemistry? So in today's video, I'm going to share 10 plus ideas in the next 10-15 minutes, which will help you get jobs faster or get $1 billion of investments faster. Okay. Now, the usual short way will be go to college, do a degree, get a job, right? And then work there for 20-25 years, and that's when you achieve that 1 crore, 1.5 crore salary, right? Well, that is also a very good way of getting there. But many people ask me that how can we get there fast way? Now, the moment you talk about fast way, there will be risk involved, because when you move in speed, you are prone to accidents, right? But hey, if you are somebody who is brave, then this video is for you. Now, what is the usual way? You'll have to go for industry-oriented roles. What are those roles? The role is medicinal chemist, formulation scientist, analytical chemist, clinical research associate, pharmacovigilance, medical writing, Chem informatician, product manager, all that stuff, right? But there is something more to the story. And the story starts with the word entrepreneur. You can become a chemistry entrepreneur, start your own chemistry company, and sell to the world. Now, what kind of companies you can start? What are those top ideas? I'm going to tell you. Now, mostly, some of you will be like, do I need to do any additional degree to start these companies? The answer is no. Okay, whatever you have done, that's more than enough. If you're a B.Tech in chemical engineering, or a M.Sc, Masters in chemistry, or a B.Sc in chemistry, you can always get started. You don't have to wait for some new degree to pop up on your CV to do all of this. Okay, so wherever you are, you can start from there. Okay, now to start with, of course, a bit of upskilling will be required, because everything has a learning curve, right? And when you will be trying to learn, you will be in the valley of disappointment, because results won't come. It's just that you learn, right? You fail, you learn, you fail, you learn, right? So the formula is you have to try any of these ideas for 1,000 days. Less than that, you cannot expect success. You have to try any of these ideas, whichever idea you like, let me know in the comment section. You have to try for 1,000 days and you will achieve success. 3 years, my dear friend. I'm asking 3 years. If you invest in any of these ideas with effort, you can get there. Now, the first idea which I would like to share would be obviously related to green chemistry. Now, why am I talking about green chemistry? Is because there is too much of synthetic chemicals around us. And all these chemicals are harming the environment, right? So if you can start a green chemistry company or a sustainable chemicals business, you can grow into billions of dollars. Now, the time has come to develop biodegradable chemicals, green solvents, and eco-friendly reagents to replace the toxic industrial chemicals. Now, you'll be like, I don't have the scientific expertise to do that. You don't need to do that. All you have to do is go to Google Scholar or go to any of the CSIR lab websites and check which particular website or which particular scientist has worked in this direction. Reach out to them, talk to them. If they are interested, maybe you can partner with them, or you can buy out their technology. For example, the firecrackers we see now, smokeless firecrackers. So that was developed by CSIR lab, and now it is being there in the market. So you can go and buy the royalty for that or the license for that, and you can develop. So that's one way. Now, another thing which most of the companies are now doing is, because the government has made a mandate, so there is a environmental sustainability governance mandate. Because of that, all the companies which are there, they have to make sure that they are not polluting the environment, they have to use sustainable inputs, right? That is where you can develop a company. Now, for example, there are some companies in this domain, for example, Lanzatech, which makes sustainable fuels and chemicals using waste carbon, right? So you can create such companies and that can take you to billions of dollars. All you have to do is partner with someone who has done this research, or license it out, or buy it out, or just reach out and understand how they did it and do it yourself. Okay, so that's the first idea today, that is green chemistry and ESG mandate. Okay, now the second one which I would like to highlight is specialty chemical manufacturer. Now, as a entrepreneur, you must know that there are some chemicals which are not easily available. Okay, and these are niche chemicals and which is only required for big pharma companies, electronics, agrochemicals, cosmetics, for example, chiral compounds, for example, APIs, catalysts. So there is a huge B2B market or a business to business market, and there is a huge demand globally. All you have to do is develop such chemicals, and this will help you grow in this market. Now, the third idea which I have for you is developing a contract research organization for formulation and synthesis. Now, how do you start? You can just start by branding and marketing yourself. And as you get contracts, you either outsource it or you do it by yourself within your facility. So you can offer custom synthesis, formulation R&D, analytical services to pharma and biotech and agro companies. And the CRO market is booming because they cannot do it themselves. They have to outsource, and this trend is picking up very fast. There are various companies doing this already, which is such as Syngene, GVK Bio, Sign Life Sciences, and you can be the fourth one, right? The next one which I have for you is nutraceuticals. Now, you must have seen the Baba Ramdev videos, right? So what exactly they're doing? They're using the naturally occurring phytochemicals and compounds and formulating a nutritious plant-based supplement which boosts the immunity, brain health and skincare, and you don't have to take a FDA approval for this or a CDSCO approval. All you need is a FSSAI approval and you can be in the market. So you can launch your own nutraceutical brand. Initially, you can use your own kitchen to develop it, and once it scales, you can always have a factory in the future with the help of investors. So nutraceuticals is one big idea. Now, the next idea which I have for you is Chem informatics and AI. Now, AI is picking up very fast. All you need is a laptop. Yes. So if you have a laptop and you can learn AI, which you can obviously do by enrolling into Rasayanika's AI in drug discovery course, and then you can build AI tools for molecular modeling, for QSAR analysis, for compound prediction. And this has got a $1 billion opportunity because big pharma companies can be your clients. And now there are various companies doing this, such as Schrodinger, In Silico Medicine, Atomwise, Elucidata. You can be the fifth one. So how do you do it? Now, this trend is going to pick up very fast. All you need is a laptop and some skills of about AI, and that you can learn at Rasayanika's drug discovery internship, which is starting from 31st of July. All you have to do is click the link in the description and you can take that up. So this is the fifth idea for today. Now, coming to the sixth idea, which is wastewater. Have you heard of wastewater treatment? I'm sure you have. Sewage water or wastewater or industrial toxic waste is becoming a menace, and it is reaching bigger rivers, and that's how it is reaching our homes, and now it is causing cancer and various other diseases, right? So what if we develop advanced oxidation systems, bioenzyme-based cleaning solutions, or industrial wastewater treatment technologies? And all of this, you can do it in your small laboratory or maybe your college or school laboratory, and then you can go ahead and implement it at a larger scale, right? So waste crisis is real, industrial pollution is real, and if you combine both, it is a huge industrial problem. And if you have a solution for that, the whole world will be your candidate. Big governments will actually pay you. So this is a big idea, wastewater treatment, and it can start from your own home. So there are companies like Ecolab, Aqua Ventures who are working in this direction. You can search on their website and you can get more ideas. The seventh one which I have for you is patent and R&D incubator hub for chemists. Now, you must have seen that every chemist, every chemistry entrepreneur or a manufacturer needs a lab, right? What if you create a lab and you give that service, laboratory as a service? So it is LAAS, so laboratory as a service you can provide to various scientists, and they can work in your laboratory and you can charge them a rent. So that's again a big boost, and it's a big revenue generator because there are so many scientists and they lack the infrastructure, they lack the place to work, and you can become that place. So it acts like a chemistry focused lab venture capital firm. You can also invest in that in future, or maybe you can take a stake instead of rent, and obviously you can own the IP or a part of IP. And now move on to the eighth idea. The eighth idea is bioplastic. Now you must have seen there is a lot of plastics lying around which is choking the sewage drainage system, and it is also choking the animals, stray dogs, stray cattle, as well as the seawater is getting polluted because of plastic. So what if you could develop starch-based or cellulose-based bioplastics films and containers which can be used by companies, right, to deliver food or medicines or whatever. So you can get into this. It is a $1 billion opportunity. Again, you can start as a ESG, that is an environmental sustainability governance plus consultant, and you can, as you get money, you can put into this. And as governments are banning plastic, your market is growing every day. So there are various companies already in US and Europe like NatureWorks, Notla and Polymateria, which you can use as an inspiration. But yes, you don't have to go anywhere. You can do all these experiments right inside your home, learn through chat GPT as well as websites of these companies, and then implement it in your own research and come up with the idea. So this is bio-based plastic alternatives. And next one which I have for you is Analytical Lab Chain and Diagnostic Franchise. Now you must have seen one thing, a lot of diagnostic companies are cropping up, and still there is room for more. Why? Because there are so many people who fall sick, or there are so many food which needs to be tested, or there's so many chemicals which needs to be analyzed, and that's where you can start a lab. And you can do food safety, you can analyze chemicals, you can do API testing, you can do regulatory documentation, and you can create a network of these labs pan-India or pan-globe, and you can earn a lot of money. So there are already companies like Eurofins, SGS, Intertech doing it in US. You can copy that idea in India, and you can win the world of chemistry diagnostics. Now the last and 10th one which I have for you is cosmetics industry. Everybody wants to look good, right? And there are a lot of chemicals coming in cosmetics. The problem is they are not healthy for the skin, and skin gets damaged in the long term. And you can either create a skincare testing service, which is the last idea, or you can create your own D2C beauty products. Use Instagram, promote your cosmeceutical or dermaceutical brand backed by chemistry. You can either develop an anti-aging serum, skin lightening actives, or hair colors, anything but from the natural sources. It has got a $1 billion opportunity in the way a lot of companies like Mamaearth, Minimalist, The Ordinary, and various other companies which are doing this. But how can you market yourself is the Instagram revolution, and of course your product should be sourced from natural products instead of natural raw materials instead of synthetic materials. So if you do this, you can earn a lot of money. Now let me tell you some bonus tips. First thing, whenever you start any of these kind of companies, you have to remember how do you protect your IP, because other bigger companies can try to copy you. The second is, how do you do it? How do you scale? Because initially you will do it in your home, and then you need some external investors. So you have to be very good in networking and reaching out to people. Then you have to partner with universities and scientists, because universities can give you free labs and access, and scientists can give you their IP because they're very humble people. You can partner with them and they'll give you their intellectual property which they have developed. Then you can pitch to the VCs and pharma companies and pharma investors who might be interested in your product. And then of course, you must go global early, because the moment your market and the product is in the market, somebody can copy. So before they copy, you should capture the market. So with these thoughts, I would like to end this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I was able to pass on some $1 billion ideas. Let me know which one you liked, and in the meantime, wait for a sequel. And if you want that sequel, subscribe to Rasayanika, because a sequel to this video is coming very, very soon, and then you can earn even more, right? So there's no harm in dreaming big, there's no harm in risking, there's no harm in failing. But there is definitely one harm if you do not implement whatever we spoke in this video. So think about it. Let me know which one you liked and what more videos you want on which particular idea. I'll make a detailed video. Thank you so much. See you soon in the next one. Till then, keep shining and keep subscribing to Rasayanika. All the best.